Funky D, welcome back, everybody. The news: ministerial retreat. PDP raises alarm over Buhari's go on the offensive directive. We will take a look, make we see waiting PDP they try talk. And always when we talk about these two political parties, many of the articles when they come about their failures, many of the articles when they come on how PDP insult their own political members and how APC they assault their own political members as well. Sometimes now how PDP they battle APC, they label them, say they be corrupt political party. PDP they label APC corrupt political party. What do you think about it? The same way APC they label PDP corrupt political party. And at the same time, our people no one know they still remain in APC and PDP circle. Even after both political parties don't come disgrace themselves in public. Even when they don't wash their nines in public, our people still they follow them like blind sheeps. So here, PDP they tell all of us amen, say Buhari and his ministry, they don't go on the offensive. That is serious matter, brother. That is, then they fight Nigerian people every now and then. They don't want make Nigerian people stop thinking about APC. That is why then they punish them. So anytime when you there for them, they remember that political party. That is why then they increase electricity bill. Electricity will not they see. Electricity when people not they see, now they increase the bill. Electricity when not there in that country, now him Buhari and APC people they increase the bill. Why? Now listen that they teach Nigerian people. And so PDP people make una stop this on our propaganda, because we know una already before we can't know who APC people be. The way when on play on a football, now so APC they play their own. So make una stop all this on hypocrisy, because you no go pay una. APC don't fail the same way Buhari and PDP and Atiku Abubakar, all of them join together, fail Nigerian people to the highest level. So make we see how PDP take they tell the world, waiting then they tell the world about APC and Buhari, how that they go offensive. The People Democratic Party PDP say is alarmed by President Muhammadu Buhari's directive to officers, office administration to go on the offensive against Nigerians who are patriotically crying out under the burden of economic hardship forced on them by his insensitive, clueless, deceptive, and extremely corrupt administration. The PDP asserts that such directive in a ministerial retreat, which ought to be a problem-solving forum, is symptomatic of an administration that has become overwhelmed by the reality of its own failures and now seeking desperate measures to suppress the voice of the people. Now PDP then they know, and they continue. PDP in a statement on Thursday partly read Our party declares that such anti-people stance amount to a huge betrayal by Mr. President, who before his election promised Nigerians Eldorado, only to now turn around to label their cries and demands for good governance, security, and basic necessities of life, particularly at the time they are agitating for reduction in the cost of fuel and electricity as irresponsible and politically motivated. This is an unpardonable spite. We ask, by directing his ministry to go on the offensive, is Mr. President drawing a battle line between his government and Nigerians who have been subjected to a life mystery in the last 5 years? Our party holds that it is only a failed leadership that will resort to such aggressive stance, which also show that the APC administration in its arrogance and corruption is not ready to listen to Nigerians, a situation that makes a legitimate action to draw their attention to the plight of the people most imperative. Moreover, our party also barred President Muhammadu Buhari ministry for insulting the sensibility of Nigerians by organizing a feasting retreat in the luxury of an air-conditioned room where they engage in deceptive self-praise for non-existent achievement while the government they serve have turned our nation to the capital poverty of the world and fostered worst form of hardship on the citizen. The deceptive intention and outlook of the retreat by President Muhammadu Buhari and his illustrious ministry is a painful enhancement of the allegory in the Orwellian animal farm in our country under the APC. President Muhammadu Buhari, in asking his ministry to go on the offensive, appeared not to be worried that under his watch Nigeria can no longer afford their stamped foods and other basic necessity of life, and that the mortality rate has subrile because of hardship and unabated bloodletting in our country. Mr. President seems unperturbed that under his administration the price of a bag of rice has risen from 8,000 to 35,000, a measure of corn from 80 naira to 400 naira, gari from 150 to 400, beans from 200 to 500, while fuel has hiked from 87 to 162 with attendant hardship on the people. Also, Mr. President appeared not to be worried that the cost of medication, transportation, house rent, education, building materials, and machineries have all skyrocketed, and that the majority of Nigerians cannot achieve the littlest of their legitimate dreams under his rule. Our party therefore firmly rejects President Muhammad Buhari's declaration that Nigerians who are crying out in pain are irresponsible or politically motivated. You see, people when they cry come out in the tendency them be irresponsible people or they are politically motivated. I not just understand the leadership of that country. Mr. President should know that the solution to the economic hardship being faced by Nigerians under his watch cannot be reduced to a hand-clapping party and ululation by cabinet ministers or issuing of suppressive directive against the people. Indeed, no responsible government should mount a high horse and spur on its citizens while they are groaning in the pain of the reality of its future. Our party therefore charge Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari to immediately withdraw his offensive comment, apologize, and listen to Nigerians before it is too late. So, this is what the PDP are talking about their Buhari. Okay? Only about their party. Even though, say, these people, they come out, they talk about how APC they do PDP or PDP they do APC. Among them, then they come out and yarn. All not the same people. All not the same people. That is why the problem in Nigeria today no go ever grease off, because all of them carry the same ideology for head. Okay, and their ideology that they come loot and destroy that country. Now to make Nigeria more a shithole country. That be their ideology. All of them, APC and PDP. Now the same thing, all of them. Now, make we take a look on what they tell us about 2023 presidential flag bearer. Top 7 candidates that could grab the ticket that they tell us here. Okay? From APCO. Good day to you all. Welcome to my wall. In case you are yet to follow me, please click on the button so you can be updated anytime I post an update. Thank you. In Nigeria, the two leading parties are APC and PDP, of which both parties has won the presidential election before. Before current President Muhammadu Buhari, APC, the former President Goodluck Jonathan was under the PDP, People Democratic Party, and as such, we have witnessed both APC reign as president and PDP reign as president, and all of them are failures. Now, let's take a look at the top 7 candidates that will fail again. From APC. Alright? Number 1 of them here, Ashawaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His political career began in 1992 when he joined the Social Democratic Party, where he was a member of the People faction led by Shehu Musa Yar'Adua and made up of other politicians such as Umaru Yar'Adua, Atiku Abubakar, Babagana Kingibe, Rabu Kwankwaso, Abdullahi Aliyu, Somalia, Magichi, Abdullahi, Dakbo, Surumi, and Yomi Edu. He was elected to the Senate representing the Lagos West constituency in the short-lived Nigerian Third Republic. That one Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Remember, see, now 7 people when go come out for APC ticket, then they tell us. And they tell us, say, one of them must to carry them. And all of us know who they won't give them already when we Bola Tinubu. But they tell us about the 7 people when APC they when they won't bring come out, when we deal with Nigerian people again. The second person now, Nasser El-Rufai. In 1998, following the death of military head of state, General Sani Abacha, his successor, General Abdullahi Abubakar, appointed El-Rufai as an economic advisor. In this role, he worked with the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. Somebody when work with the World Bank and International Monetary Fund, now they tell foreign government, see me, they not send their people. If they send their people to Nigeria, see now, that is that during that 2019 election, see now body back, all of them will take follow, go back to where they come from. Somebody will work with the International Monetary Fund. Okay. Number 3, Kayode Fayemi. In April 2014, Fayemi was endorsed as the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the state's gubernatorial election slated for June 21st, 2014. The emergence of Fayemi was preceded by Congress, held before the governor, who had no contestant, was endorsed as the flag bearer of their state in the governorship election. Kayode Fayemi was defeated at the polls on 21st June 2014 by previous governor Ayodele Fayose. Number 4, Chibuike Amici. Number 5, Ojozo Carlo. Somebody will be thief. Somebody will be looter. Na him that they tell you, say, won't come become your president. Ojozo Carlo. When don't go begging Nanda Kano now, because news don't come out when say Ojozo Carlo don't call Nanda Kano. Can't tell Nanda Kano, say, making Nanda Kano come back, come become governor of Abia State. Now Nanda Kano can tell and say, brother, I cannot leave the agitation of Biafra. Even if it take my life, if that is what it takes, no wahala. Now so now they cannot tell and say, it no go ever leave the agitation of Biafra to become, or to come back home to become governor of Abia State in the zoo. Now the Kano rejected the offer as governor of Abia State. If Ingrid come back to Nigeria, can stay with them. Ojozo Kano promise am. According to the news, Ojozo Kano promise and say in when Ojozo Kano go help am become governor of the state. Now so the matter be. Another person when they tell us now, Yemi Osebanjo. All of us know who Yemi Osebanjo be. Another person na Lawan. Unknown Lawan na when be the Senate president. And that man too, now all of them na APC people. Like I said, Nnamdi Kanu don't tell Ojozo Kanu, see, making get out with his political ambitions. See, he not they interested to become anything in that country. Only thing when God send them to do, not to make sure, see, when be the people from Biafra actualize that dream, Biafra, that country, Biafra. See, now only that one they go do. Now so now they cannot tell Ojozo Kalu say in no one become governor of Abia State or anywhere in Nigeria. Even a president of the country now they cannot say no. Say no man when go fit convince him to leave the agitation of Biafra, because he go do whatever it takes to make sure say him achieve that Biafra, to make sure see we realize that Biafran dream. One love, everybody. Make no forget to subscribe. Bye.